Fancy Sandwich was made by two technologists, Alfred and Marc Chavannes, in 1957. Like some designs, it was accidental. This story starts in the garage in Hawthrone, NJ, where two engineers were trying to create a plastic wallpaper with the material backing. Amazingly, the product did not go off, but they quickly realized that their design would be used as a cushioning material for business. And previous pair established Sealed Air Corp in 1960. The innovation behind bubble wrap is easy and pretty direct. Small, separate bubbles are filled with gas and sealed to create a structure of delicate cushioning in fragile items and products. The fancy wrap roll is ideal for filling excess space in the business container or for making certain items stay safe when they're put in store. Most bubble wrap features the material barrier to keep gas leakage over time, and since bubble wrap is surprisingly lightweight, it's easy to reduce transportation prices, too. When selecting between various types of fancy wrap, you have to take three distinct measures: the consistency of these bubbles, the size of the whole bubble wrap roll, and the length of each perforated sheet. Perforated sheets generally represent about 12 in size, while total bowls are usually available at 200 choices. Perforations every 12 or then make it simple to just use the quantity you want without getting to use the usage of scissors or knives. Bubble wrap rolls that happen in dispenser boxes make it even easier to get the quantity required for additional comfort. Turntable stretch wrapper: the automated and semi-automatic stretch wrapping information. It is one of the full contrasts of straight covering organizations and a portable piece of equipment designed to cover the number of pallet rolls. These stretch wrappers include pallet loading structure of both steady and volatile pallet loads types. The loads are turntable and turn in the movie endlessly. The kind of automated workout wrappers have very high demand in this business and is highly useful in the extreme productivity of the business and also useful in reducing the labor's fatigue. Air bubble promotion wrapper is an important component in the business environment as a convenient and efficient cushioning substance. This demand production of electronic goods and other delicate items in recent years has left a large gap to satisfy this business need using air bubble film, which has yielded the great potential of the project for new entrepreneurs. Air bubble promotion wrapper is an important component in the business environment as a convenient and efficient cushioning substance. This demand production of electronic goods and other delicate items in recent years has left a large gap to satisfy this business need using air bubble film, which has yielded the great potential of the project for new entrepreneurs. Bubble wrap is a generic trademark owned by Sealed Air Corporation. Sealed Air was co-founded by Fielding in 1960. The term is used generically for similar products, such as bubble pack, air bubble packing, bubble wrapping, or aeroplast. Properly, bubble wrap and bubble wrap are still registered trademarks of Sealed Air. The bubbles that provide the cushioning for fragile or sensitive objects are generally available in different sizes, depending on the size of the object being packed, as well as the level of cushioning protection needed. Multiple layers may be needed to provide shock and vibration isolation, while a single layer may simply be used as a surface protective layer. Bubble wrap is also used to form some types of mailing envelopes. Bubble wrap is most often formed from polyethylene (LDPE) film with a shaped side bonded to a flat side to form air bubbles. Some types of bubble wrap have a lower permeation barrier film to allow longer useful life and resistance to loss of air in vacuums. The bubbles can be as small as 6 mm (0.24 inches) in diameter, to as large as 26 mm (1.0 inch) or more, to provide added levels of shock absorption during transit. The most common bubble size is 1 cm. Citation needed: in addition to the degree of protection available from the size of the air bubbles in the plastic material itself can offer some forms of protection for the object in question. For example, when shipping sensitive electronic parts and components, a type of bubble wrap is used that employs an anti-static plastic that dissipates static charge, thereby protecting the sensitive electronic chips from static which can damage them. One of the first widespread uses of bubble wrap came in 1960, with the shipping of the new IBM 1401 computers to customers, most of whom had never seen this packing material before. Amusement: since bubble wrap makes a satisfying popping sound when compressed and ruptured, it is often used as a source of amusement. Acknowledging this alternative use, some websites provide a virtual bubble wrap program which displays a sheet of bubble wrap that users may pop by clicking on the bubbles, while the Muggin Poochie is a compact electronic toy simulating bubble wrap popping. Bubble Wrap Appreciation Day is celebrated on the last Monday of January. The last Monday of January was designated as Bubble Wrap Appreciation Day after a radio station in Bloomington, Indiana, received a shipment of microphones wrapped in bubble wrap, which, after being unwrapped and installed, inadvertently broadcast the sound of their wrappings being popped. Sealed Air has controversially decided to create a new iBubble wrap, which will not be able to be popped. AliExpress can never be beaten on selection, quality and cost. Every time you'll get new, online-only offers, store discounts and the chance to spend even more by gathering vouchers. But you may get to do fast as the high bubble wrap device is made to turn into one of the most sought-after best sellers at no time. Imagine how jealous your friends would take when you tell them you had the fancy wrap machine on AliExpress. With the lowest costs online, affordable business charges and local collection choices, you will get an even bigger recovery. And, if you're new visitor to AliExpress, we'll get you in on the mystery. But before you go, buy now. In this transaction process, take the time to go for coupons, and you'll spend even more. You may see store vouchers, AliExpress vouchers, or you will take vouchers daily by playing games on the AliExpress app. And, as most of our vendors pay free business, we believe you'll be that you're having the fancy wrap machine in one of the greatest prices online. If you're even in two minds about bubble wrap machine and are thinking about selecting one related product, AliExpress is a good place to consider costs and vendors. We'll encourage you to get out whether it's worth paying extra for the high-end edition or whether you're going even as well a trade by starting the cheaper item. And, if you simply need to give yourself and splash out on the most expensive edition, AliExpress can always make sure you will take the best value for the money, still getting you know when you'll be better off looking for the promotion to go, and that savings you will have to make. AliExpress takes satisfaction in making sure that you usually get an informed option when you purchase from one of hundreds of shops and vendors on our platform. Every shop and vendor is graded for customer service, value and quality by actual customers. Briefly, you don't have to get our word for it, but listen to our billions of fortunate clients. But, we all know what happens to our software, yet when they're jammed with fancy wrapper, if we move them too much. If the delivery man drops the bundle onto the doorstep, the bubble wrap will just do a lot. The contents of the software get damaged if they are thrown inside their corner with sufficient power to defeat the resistance of the bubble sandwich. Thank you for watching. Like, share and subscribe.